guys. Welcome in. So, is it Tuesday? I'm sorry, Tuesday. I said Monday. I lost a day. Why are these lights like that? Um, it's weird. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. So yeah. So guys, welcome in. This is our Raid Train special edition for the Raid Trains. For those that may not be on Jerry's Treasures Raid Trains, this is like a little introduction course for some of the new people that are becoming on because he's doing a lot of onboarding of different sellers. Jerry's goal is to get a lot of sellers together and create and keep moving this community forward. As we all know, it's a great community out there. Okay. So without further ado, I'm going to pull in Jerry. He's going to give a little spiel for you guys. And then we're going to get into your topics that you guys are wanting some more information on, as well as we're going to go over some of the rules for those that are on Jerry's Raid Train. And for those that want to be on Jerry's Raid Train, Kim is modded. Kim, just put yourself down there. You DM Kim, and she will get with Jerry, and then they will reach out to you about any kind of raid trains are going on. You do not have to be in the purse category. He is accepting all categories. Okay. So if you know of other sellers that want to be on the raid train, and you feel they'll be a good fit for the raid train, then DM Kim. Kim is the admin for that whole intake process. And then I actually her or Gigi, but Gigi will come in and they'll be going from there. Okay, so that's the process, but we're gonna get into that a little bit later. So let me go ahead and get Jerry in. If Jerry is already in here, I need to click on him to co-host him. Where are you at, Mr. Jerry? Let's see. Kim says not yet. All right, let me. All right, so give me 1 second. All right, so Jerry is actually currently on the road, so it may be a little bit paused from him. So I see right now what we have for our poll going up there. We've got some people that want to know about shipping, about how to do giveaways. A lot more are worried about listings or need information about listings. We will definitely cover that. And we've got some people that need to know how to pin and bin an item, and then a lot of people are needing to know how to raid as well. So we will touch on those. What we're going to do and offer to you guys is whoever has a question, if you wanted me to co-host you, I will co-host you, deal with your question while you're being co-hosted. When your question is done and finalized, we will unco-host you and then co-host someone else that may have a question. If you don't want to co-host, that's fine as well. Or if you want to co-host and be black screen, you can do that too. I've just learned through these seller supports, it's easier and faster to hear the question and talk it through versus just having everyone type it out. Okay. So let me get my screen shared together. And for those that are here, does anyone give me a Y in the chat? Has anyone seen the new what's going on? J and D, J and D, or J? I don't know what that is. J Dan 2746. Welcome in. Has anyone seen the new update with the iPhones? I don't know if Androids can do this or not, but if you swipe left, you are now able to bid without the chat being in front of you. Did you guys know that? Give me a Y for yes if you knew that. Give me a Y for yes if you knew that. All right. All right. All right. So that is huge, 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 huge. So they are making a lot of improvements to the system. And when we answer, if you have a shipping question in general, I will split the screen up. You're going to see my computer screen on top and or bottom. If you want the chat to go away but you still want to see it, you can swap cameras by hitting the more on your I'm sorry, by hitting switch on your right side of your phone, and it'll switch the screens up and down as well too. Okay. All right. So fancy hang tag necklace you got on. Oh, you like that, eh? Yeah. Got this from Teresa, baby. Yeah, just came in today. But I gotta get a what do they call that? A bail for it. But yeah. I like little
She says I
little
do run
chopsticks.
it.
Run it, like rip it off. It's good. It may be random later on. It may even be a giveaway down the road. We never know. We never know. We never know. All right, guys. So who wants to? While we're waiting for Jerry to come in, who has a question about setting things up in your shop and or shipping? We got four people, four responses on shipping. I got a lot on listings. So all right, we're gonna start with listings first. And Kim, let me know when Jerry becomes available, and then we'll pause that and go from there. Exbridge, who are you ringing? Who am I? Who are you? Ringing? Does she be raving? I don't know. What do you mean? Cool beans, what do you mean? Who am I ringing? I don't understand that one. Um, so who has what is the specific question on listings, and or who wants me to co-host them for they can ask their question? You said you were going to add a bell. Add a bell. Oh, for the bail. A bail. It's a bail to go over this. Bail. Can an item be in the bin and in the auction tab? Uh, well, that's a trick question. So let's take a look at my tab up here. If you go to my auction tab, everything that is in the if you label it as an auction, that you're going to reserve it for an auction, it's going to be in under your auction tab. If you don't reserve it for an auction, it will be in your buy now tab. Then it's still in your auction. You would just have to go under the buy now in your dashboard and then run as auction. That makes sense? You have listing question. One about me. Do you want me to host you? Well, I think we had one right before her. And that was JN. JN. Can you host me black screen, please? Oh, absolutely. We'll host you. We'll host you. We got you. You're the first one to say that. So we're gonna invite the co-host. Do I do this on my computer or do it on my phone? I think I gotta do it on. Let me try it off my computer. I think I can do it off my computer. There
Hello,
you
y'all.
go. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello. So, a quick question I have, actually two things. It's related to the listing and then also camera placement.
Okay.
Do you guys use like a tripod or a stand for listings, during the show?
Yes. Yes, I do. So this is my setup. You're gonna turn around a little bit. Shop Madam doesn't want to be on camera, so hold on. Okay. All right.
It's okay.
So let me switch this around. So my setup is I use a big monitor. This is my laptop, so I'm gonna close that down a little bit. My laptop goes on the ledge back there. Okay. This is the monitor that I use during a normal stream. That is my little light that I use to show inside the purses. And then this is what I hold my phone on. It's a little tripod that it clamps up to, and I have the phone sitting there and
Yes.
it's turning me backwards. Okay. And then I use my other phone to run the auctions, and then
Interesting. Okay.
I'll
How do you
use
do
my
dual
keyboard.
phones?
Then I'll use my keyboard here that's attached to my laptop over there to pull an item up to pin it, and then I'll run it from my phone. So just
Okay.
like
My
this. So
setup is a little different.
if you want to see like what I'm doing right now, I'm not my hands are up here and I'm putting it on my mouse, right? And I'm going to
Hmm.
go ahead. I'm gonna pin an item. So I'm gonna pin this. Now it shows up here, start auction, and then I will just start the auction for whatever seconds I want to do, right? 10, 15 seconds, 5 seconds, and then I start the auction, and it's running right now.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and then
That's cool.
if something doesn't sell, if you hit run next, it'll go to the next item in line, or it'll if you sell something and you have a quantity of those items, it'll run that same listing again until that quantity is zero. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes. So, for example, I do a couple different things, but here
Okay.
soon on this show, I'll be doing shoes,
Uh
most
huh.
likely. And so, let's say I have 10 pairs of shoes. There's, kind of similar brand, Nike, Jordans, those kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
Would I just list them in my shop as like one item, or should I list them as like 10 quantity?
Um, if they're the same SKU, I would do 10. You would take the photos of the shoe and everything else. If they're the same color, same size. If they're not the same size, you can do a variable listing where you would have it's the same color but it's different sizes. You would just put the different sizes as the variable. Make sense?
Okay, I understand.
So if it's
And
the same SKU of Jordan, ones, black and red and black, but you have a
yeah,
10, a 9, and a 8, those would be your variables, a 10, 9, 8.
okay, I
But
understand.
you would have a quantity of three.
Right. So like, apples to apples basically. You know what I mean?
Right.
Shoe one is three black and red or whatever the color is.
Right.
And you have to list each item in the shop. Is that correct? Like
You don't
technically?
have to, but you should. Um,
Okay.
the algorithm with whatnot is being SEO, search engine optimization. So your listing in your marketplace is being crawled. The whatnot marketplace is being crawled by all these different search engines. So if someone's on Google searching for whatever shoe that you may have, your listing will
Hmm.
pop up as a item for them to go look at. They come to your store
Okay.
and they come look at it that way. I personally don't like variants because variants is a little bit tricky. It's a little bit like you run into variants on eBay, but it's a little bit trickier. I would personally do SKU one, how many you have of that same size. If you have a different size, make another picture of it with a different size and go from there. It may be a little bit more tedious, but
Hmm.
in terms of accounting and knowing what your stock is, I find that to be easier for the way I like to see it. But if you're okay with that variable situation, then go with the variance, not variables, variance.
Okay, that makes sense. I appreciate that. And then I think just my final question to that, you know how you said I have to have each item in the store, technically no
Hmm.
variants preferred. I have to do all that beforehand by like add product and that kind of thing. Is that correct?
Yeah, but here's the cool part, okay? Because shoes have the barcodes with them, right? Almost if you have
Yeah.
them in boxes, right? So what you
Oh yeah.
can do to make it easier is if you go to listing on a computer and you get yourself a little Bluetooth barcode reader like this, and
Hmm.
you click the barcode option. Let me show you. You do the barcode option. Give me 1 second. I got Jurassium. I'm supposed to go here.
I think I've seen it before. My main question to that is like basically how do I do it uh not quickly but more efficient, more organized. That's my kind of my rounded question of that.
The barcode scanner for me is like on new items is awesome because it comes with the
Okay.
photo of the item, it comes with the description. You can cut the description down if you want to, and then you move on to the next one. Um, so on a new item, you don't need to take multiple photos. You can take that stock photo that they have on a new item. If it's new without tags, quote unquote used, then you need to take the
Right.
photos of that item.
Right.
But yeah, you'll take a gazillion pictures and then you're gonna delete them off your phone or do whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
that is the way to do it. But if you have a bulk bunch of shoes, you can go live and say, tell the chat, I've got X amount of shoes in this SKU or this brand, this style, and you can run
Yeah.
a random listing, create a random listing with how many ever shoes that you may have, whatever your starting price is going to be, put that starting price in there, and then just run those random items and just show the shoe when it's being shown
That's what I was planning
when
on
you're
doing,
running it.
just showing
Yeah,
this too,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Like, for example, this is one of them. I have,
Right,
others, but this is
right.
one of them.
Hmm.
You just wave it around like crazy reasonably and
Yeah.
show it and share it kind of thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's a
I
random
started in
option.
clothing and shoes, so that's right up my alley. I completely understand where you're coming
Cool,
from. Understand where you're coming
cool,
from.
cool.
So
All
yeah,
right. Yeah,
that's the way to do it.
I think that's good.
So is it
All right,
am
bro.
I pronouncing your what is it J N?
Usually I just go by Jay. A lot of people just
J.
call me, yeah, Jay or Jay or thanks, Jay, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And you do shoes, streetwear, just mostly shoes.
Shoes, streetwear. I'm getting into jerseys. I'm trying a couple different options and things
Okay.
because I'm sourcing some different ideas. Honestly, I may even do candy boxes because why the heck not? You know what I mean?
Okay, okay, okay. So
We'll
guys,
see. We'll
if
see.
you're looking for a seller to support and to see what they do and what they're going on, you've got them right here. Go bookmark his future shows, and you're all there. I
All right,
appreciate you coming
appreciate
on.
that. Absolutely. Thanks so much. Sorry,
All right.
guys. Appreciate your
Thank
time
you.
also. Here still.
All right. And let me figure out how I'm going to do this one. I got to end co-host, right? So, hold on. More. And where's my ends? Remove co-host. Got it. All right. Thank you. All right. So Jerry is in the house. Jerry, type something really quick for us, and then we're gonna get you on here. Okay.
Then after him was one about smiles.
One about smiles. We're coming to you. All right. Let's hear from the conductor himself, and invite the co-host. Confirm Jerry's Treasures. Oh, did I not do it? Hold on. Yeah, I got you from co-hosting. Jerry, did you not get that? Hold on. I'm gonna remove it, and then I'm gonna do it again for my computer. There we are. Hello,
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 hello.
hello, my sir. How are you?
Good. How's
Good.
everybody doing?
We are doing good. We're doing good. Guys, give me some shit emojis in the chat. Jerry is on on the
What
co-host.
the fuck?
What the fuck? Let's go, guys. Let's go. So, Jerry, first and foremost, I just want to tell you thank you for putting your raid trains together. They have been awesome. I have met a lot of cool people. I have sold a lot more items than being by myself. I've been on this app for about a year. So, I truly, truly appreciate you doing this. You have a huge heart and you truly want to help people out. So, thank you for that. And what do you want to tell your angels that are attending today?
Well, I'm putting these rate trains to help everybody and support them and build their business. If anybody has questions, want to get on a rate train, they can message me directly or message Kim, my mod, or Gigi, my mod, and we can go from there. I'm actually going to do a lot of rate trains these upcoming few weeks on Saturday and Sunday, and I'm going to do 30-minute rate trains. For
30
those who are
minute raid
not,
trains. Okay.
yeah, for those who are not familiar with rate trains, it'll be their first time being on a rate train. They can have that experience and they can have some. I don't know if a lot of sellers are comfortable yet having a lot of people in their live. That's what I'm trying to do for all these sellers out here,
Okay.
giving them all that um, recognition of their business.
So they can also pull from
Hey,
your
Gabby.
knowledge. They can also pull from your knowledge through these support shows that you're offering them as well too, to help improve their shows and improve the pace of their shows if they wanted to as well. Is that correct? Okay.
Correct.
So guys, that's why we're doing this.
Yeah.
He is investing his time and the admin's time to help you grow your business, guys. That is invaluable. Invaluable. You can turn around. I'm not doing anything. All right. So Jerry, we appreciate that.
I can
Okay.
say one thing. Let me go one more. You know what? To all you sellers on here, I started out with 4 people. You know who's my biggest supporter? She's in there right now. Gabby was the first person who stayed with me. She's been there since day one with me, just having 4 people, 5 people on my show. I started out with that, and never give up. Just keep showing up every day. Keep having your shows, no matter what. Whether you're on a raid train or not, just keep showing up. Just keep showing up. That's all
Consistency. That is
I can
correct.
say.
Yep. Consistency, consistency. All right, Jerry, is there anything else you want to say to your angels and people that are thinking about coming over before we get into some of the topics that they are requesting some information on?
Um, just again, like I say, if you want the help and all that, you can message any of me or my mods, and I'm more than happy to guide you, show you, help you source anything that you need. I'm here to help.
Perfect. Guys, you heard it right from the man. You heard it from the judge. Judge Jerry. Jerry, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We're gonna get on with the seller support here. if you have anything that you want to interject as we're doing this, once you get settled in where you're going, just give a message out to Kim and we will bring you back on, okay?
All right, sounds good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Bye,
You're welcome.
everybody. Have a good night.
All right.
So did we answer everything for What About Smiles?
One about smiles. Was your question answered when we were talking to Jay? Okay. So do you want me to bring you on, or you just want to take your question that we had earlier in the chat? Okay.
Where did she say?
She still go. I'll go on.
Okay. Then after her.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. How you doing?
Good. Hi, everybody. Okay, here's my question. I did random polls for a long time. I sold clothes first and then went into the purses. And I
Mm-hmm.
did random polls for the longest time. And then I started pinning all my items. I'm working on that now. With
Mm-hmm.
all the bags on the floor and
Right.
stuff. Okay. So I want to know, I'm taking a picture of each bag and I am uploading that picture from my phone to my iPad so I can type in the description quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Is there another way to upload all the photos and go back and list each item separately, or what is the best way to get them on there quickly?
Okay. Do you care about the space that the photos take up on your iCloud or anything like that? Do you have
No.
yeah, okay, okay. So there's two methods that I do. I'll
Okay.
either take my photos from with my phone in the app in my draft. So this is what I do on my listings, and I'm gonna turn my camera on or camera
Okay.
on,
I got my
and
paper handy.
let me try to get this in frame for you guys to go for the phone here. So give me 1 second. And we're going to do it like this. Then we're going to increase it. All right. So if I go into my inventory,
Yeah.
that ain't going to work. That is not going to work. Too big. There we go. That works. My drafts. Okay, I create a bunch of drafts and I put like whatever my number is going to be in front of it. That's your thing. However you want to do it. Just while we're
Okay.
here, I'm going to talk about it. If you create one listing, you can duplicate the listing without having to create a draft for each one and duplicate a thousands. If you have a template, you know you're going to be in mid-range bags. That's what you're going to be in. Okay,
Okay.
but what I would do is I would go from my phone into a draft. I would take a picture of said item, knowing that you have to take it in the order because once you take it on the phone through the app, you can't swap them around. I've already messaged whatnot and saying you should allow me to swap these pictures, but they won't do it.
Okay.
So
So you don't, when you make a draft, you don't have to put a picture in right then?
no, not at all.
Oh,
I
okay.
there's none here. This is
Okay.
what this is
Well, I
what
see that.
you
That's why I asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I do for the draft is there's no picture here. I just put my category as what I'm going to be selling in. I put the shows that it's going to be going under. All my
Okay.
items are going to be auction, right? I'm
Right.
reserving it for that auction. I've got the category here, and
Uh-huh.
then I've got the title because the red dot means you got to have something in it for it to save. I just
Right.
put 26, which is the year 26, and it'll be dash whatever the item number is. And I
Okay.
write draft, and then I leave the description. If you have one of these two good, you can still save it. Okay.
Oh, even though
And
they both
then,
have the red asterisk or whatever?
yeah, yep, yep.
Okay.
And then I don't put any condition because I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what the brand's going to be, and I don't know what the material is going to be or MSRP. And then I
Okay.
use this as for my I use the other fields of what I paid for the item. That way I know what I've paid for it in case I need to drop it. I would be able to go in my inventory when I'm live and say, well, what
Oh,
I
I didn't
paid
even
for
know
it.
that was it. I knew it that I saw
Yes.
that there, but I didn't know that what that was used for.
Yeah, cost per item. That's what you put there. So that way, if you're streaming and someone's like, "Hey, would you take X dollars on that purse or that item?" You can
Uh-huh.
then go back. You can go to open another tab on your computer, go in that item, look at it, and say, "Oh, I paid X amount of dollars for it, and yeah, I could take that," or "No, I can't take that, but I could take this." You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I learned something right there. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. And then since I do reduce shipping, all of my items are 8 to 11 ounces. I set the shipping profile. So now
Uh-huh.
what when all I got to do is when I come in and I use Google Lens, right?
Okay.
So all I do is when I take the photo, I upload it to Google Lens. Google Lens AI tells me what the name of that item is. I
Uh-huh.
verify it, make sure it's the same thing. I copy that from Google, come into the draft, paste it, put a description to it if it has call outs, whatever it may be, and then put the type of the bag, shoulder bag, crossbody, the condition it's in, the brand, then I publish it.
Okay, so how do you use Google Lens on your computer?
Okay, so let's do that. So and this is guys, I use a Mac, so it may be different on your browsers,
Yeah.
but let me show you. So let's say and yeah, I do it from my computer and my phone, but let's go into, give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I want to make sure I've got here. Um, so let's say I use this item right here. Let's switch it around. Where's my switch? So let's say I'm going to use this purse right here.
Okay.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you off the stand because I got to get a little closer.
Okay.
Is in the photos section for the Mac, you're going to come up here to the little square with the arrow.
Uh-huh.
You're going to hit share. Okay. And then
Okay.
you're going to I'm sorry. Sorry. Scratch that. We're going to go into a Chrome browser. We're going to open another tab. I'm going to go to the photos,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to upload photo. And this upload photo is going to come in the photo that I brought up with the Photos app. I'm going to double click it. It's going to load it, and then it's going to tell me exactly that this is a Coach Hampton, and I copy this. It's a
Uh-huh.
Coach Hampton 1498 Vintage Satchel Special Edition, a fall of '04, which is going to be important. I copy that.
Uh-huh.
Oops. I'll copy that. I'll come back to my draft, and I would double click this, right
Mm-hmm.
click, paste it, and then I'll move on to the description saying it has, whatever it may call outs it may have, suede may be dirty, whatever it may be.
Okay.
And then I got to put that in. Then I come down to the type, and it's a shoulder bag, condition, not very good. I put everything at good, or I'll do
Mm-hmm.
poor or fair.
Okay.
I lower the expectations of the buyer. When they get it, they're like, "Damn, this is nice." I don't know why they're saying is bad. Hit
Uh-huh.
coach, hit material. It's gonna be leather, and then I'll put my cost in for that, and then I'll publish it.
Okay. And I noticed that all those other items on there like not condition, that's always good to put that, but material and stuff like that,
Hmm.
that really doesn't show up anywhere when we
It
indicate
shows
that,
up.
right?
It doesn't. It shows up
Okay.
for the SEO search for the algorithm.
Oh,
So
okay.
even though your item is listed for auction and is reserved for auction, if I were to go in to Whatnot and I'm gonna go to search for Coach, say I search for Coach, and this search when I search, I'm sorry, that's gonna give me all live items. If I go for Coach and I go for Coach in products,
Uh-huh.
and it's gonna tell me if it's available live or if it's um in someone's closet. So let's say I want this one here. I click on it. This one I can buy right now. It's not reserved for live. I could buy this now, but see how it says the leather was there. Let me go back to that one.
So the more information
You
you
got the
put in
medium
there,
leather.
the
Then
higher on the algorithm it would be if somebody went for the search. Is that what you're saying?
they're more like keywords. The better search you're gonna get. So
Okay.
if I put leather and then I put pebble leather,
Uh-huh.
I can't even spell it today. Is BB? There we go. So Coach Pebbled, and I hit that search. It's going to give me more items that are going to meet that criteria. See, Pebbled leather. You're going
Okay.
to have that, and those are basically in the title.
Uh-huh.
Um, but the algorithm of the coach, the brand, and the material is for like outside of whatnot for the algorithms to pick up
Okay.
any other things that may not be a keyword associated. It's like a secondary fill.
Okay.
Do you
Okay.
have to fill them? No, they're not red. Just remember,
Okay.
anything that has that red dot, you have to fill out. You can leave these blank all you want to.
Okay.
Okay, because they're not required. But it's like a secondary keyword that the system will pick up on.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right. Yes. That was very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions that you may have, either on listings or not with listings, while
I
we
don't
have you
think,
live?
yeah, I don't think so right now. That was basically it because, I did have one other question. I had a lot
Okay.
of I had a lot of these bags listed, and then I did one show and it was like a lot of them weren't there. Has anybody ever had that happen before?
Because you don't have them when in your. If I
No,
go to my
I
active.
mean, I'm taking pictures again and posting again of ones
Oh, no, 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 no,
that
no, no! Don't do that.
I've
Don't
already
do that.
had. No,
Okay, that's a good
not
one.
they're not in my inactive or in my drafts.
We buy something in order to get the show.
Okay, so give me 1 second, guys. Yes, you guys can buy something if you want to get to record this like a regular thing. Let me open this back up a little bit. I'm gonna pin something for you guys. Uh, by now, yep, those are the cards I'm gonna post.
Okay.
um, so if you let me just do here, it's easier. And guys, if you're on your phone or your computer, don't scroll. Just type what if you know the item was gonna be, like that was a FLIR. Just type in the one thing FLIR and it pops right up. So I'm gonna pin this. I got 12 of these available. I have other items as well. It's gonna be 78 cents for shipping. It's inexpensive to have a recording of this. If you want to come back and just rewatch it and or listen to it down the road later on. Okay. All right. So listings that may fall out. One, the issue that makes that happen is you
Mhm.
don't have a quantity correct in there. Let's say you
Okay.
have two or three of a Coach Madison or whatever, right?
Okay.
And you put one as quantity. Once you sell it, the system automatically takes it to inactive. Okay.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
So if you are missing something,
Uh-huh.
go into your search, hit inactive, and on a computer, hit inactive, go to the search products, type in that product name, it'll pop back up. So let's say I wanted to say I had 8 of these leather wallets.
Uh-huh.
And I'm sorry, I'm moving the phone back and forth, guys. I'm trying
Okay.
to, it's just, it doesn't, it shortens it up. So if say I had 8 of these wallets, and I'm like, why did it get moved over here? Well, all I need to do is upper right hand corner status. If you hit activate, you can't, right? Well, why can't I? Because the quantity is 0.
Is 0. Okay.
So if I say I have 3 of these, 2 of these, write this down before I can delete it when I'm done, shot madam. It's the 355, number 355. If I go and put that quantity there, I've got to put it in a show. That's a red star, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna put it in the raid train. And guys, don't buy it because I don't have any of these. Okay. Um, then I would go back up here and up. Wait, let me save the changes. It should, if I save the changes, it might automatically active. There it is. Yep, it automatically changed to active. Okay.
Okay.
So if I type in 355, that was the number. That was my old number from before, but I got 355 now in Jerry's show right here.
Okay.
I didn't have to take another picture of anything, didn't have to do anything. So if you lose something that you think shouldn't have been lost,
Uh-huh.
before you do that work all over again, go back into your inactive tab, search for it for the name that you may have had in the title, and
Uh-huh.
then check, make sure the quantity is correct or reactivate it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yes, very helpful. Thank you so much, Ultra. I
You're
appreciate
very
it.
welcome. You're very, very welcome. Let me go ahead and delete this now.
355.
Got it. All right. And are we good? We're all
Yep, we're
good?
good. Thanks so
All
much.
right. Thank you for
Appreciate
your
it.
time. We really appreciate it. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And can I end co-host here? Yes, I can. All right.
Sunny Girl 23 has a comment and a question.
Okay.
All right. How should she title her shows in order to get more, in order to attract more buyers? And then the comment was she was using her phone and a laptop, and for some reason she got kicked out of her show.
What kind of phone are you using? I'm sorry. What was her name?
Sunny Girl.
Sunny Girl. What kind of phone are you using?
She said that happened to her tonight. It just disappeared.
You don't need to buy a Mac. No, I'm just showing you this works on any. I'm on a web browser. That is not proprietary to Mac. So this is just a web browser for the you super phone users. I don't know how you do it, but the layout is different on a phone than it is on a computer. You have a lot more control web based as home station on the computer than you do your phone. I highly would implore you to use a computer to source and start pinning your items. Start your show from your phone. Open your show after you do that. Start your show on your computer. Open the show on your computer, and you can open your show on another device if you wanted to run it. You can have 3 devices at the same time. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, and to help, I'm sorry, what was her name again? Sunny Girl. I'm going to show you here real quick. I'm going to share my screen. Start sharing. And I want to share. I've never tried the window. Let's try the entire screen. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Quit and reopen. Hold on, guys. For a second, I didn't show. One more second. Where's my shows? Open show. All right. All right. And wow, that looks funky, doesn't it? If you ever get an echo too, guys, on your computer, even though you have this muted, unmute it, mute it again, it'll stop the echo. Okay. Um, so we're gonna oops, stop sharing, cancel. I'm sharing a screen. Am I sharing a screen? No. Why am I stop sharing a screen? Start sharing. But it's not giving me there we go. So we're just gonna do a tab. That's what I'm used to. I don't want to do the entire screen. So let's go to we're gonna open up another tab. We're going to share this tab here and the audio with it. All right. So guys, you guys should have a split screen now, right? You got the Google on the bottom, you got my limbs on the top. Okay. I'm sharing you my computer so you can see everything that's there. So now I'm going to go into I'm gonna go into Whatnot, and we're gonna go into my switch to selling. But now you still can't see the full edges, right? So let me shrink this down a bit. Let's see, where's the edge stop to come in at? Let me see. It's still wow. Hold on. You can see it on top, but you get to see a full window on that chop, man,
A full window.
on the bottom screen.
Pretty much.
You guys can see this side and you can see that side. Okay. Well, I guess we'll be all right.
I've got part of the fourth all the way to the right.
But it doesn't. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's still showing the whole thing. Okay. So we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. I'll be able to keep this open. This is my second time using that, guy, so I apologize. All right. So it is showing. It is doing that. Stop sharing. Okay. So we're gonna go to my inventory, and you want to know how you get a an item. Give me the item. Give me one of your items. Sonny, was it Sonny? Give me an item that you have, and I'm going to show you how you can get the keywords for it to put in your listing.
And then, well, I think this kind of ties in with what you're doing. It says, is it true you have to stream from the first device you open?
Yeah. Well, when you say stream from the first device you open, uh, no. Well, not with iPhone. No, not with iPhone. I started my phone. I started the show on my phone. I opened my account on my computer. I can go into the show right now, and I can go into uh buy it now, and I could run this one right now as an auction from my computer. But I started with the phone. One about me smiles. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate you. You did not need it, but I really, really appreciate you. Thank you for that. So depending if you're running an iPhone or not, you can do that. But why is this not? What did this do? I can't see where I'm at. There we go. All right. Let me swipe this away. All right. So the answer to that would be on an iPhone, no. Android, possibly. Don't know. Don't have one. All right. So, do we have the request as to? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What? Give me guys. Give me something that you want. If you want to know how to have a better reach to people to come in.
The title, and I don't know
The
if that
title.
just means title or the category, because it all depends.
Yeah,
Either
Sonny
way.
go. The question was true is how should I title? Oh, title your show. Oh, short and sweet. Short and sweet. Short and sweet. Let's get out of here. Let's go to shows, upcoming shows. Can you guys see that okay? I don't know why it's not coming out on the left side. I can't see the left side that well. Oh, that's so weird. Do I got to do it this from this side? There we go. A little bit more. How about like that? And then my size, I'm going to knock it down. It doesn't knock it down. Yes, it does. Okay. So if you're going to run dollar starts, you want to have, let me swipe this up so I can see. You want to have a title like Dollar Starts, Feeling Lucky with Judge Jerry. Okay. This is Judge Jerry's title of his St. Patrick's Day raid train. I just put in front of it Dollar Starts. Okay. This is my seller support shows here. You want them short and sweet because you got to remember some phones. I um hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna try to unpin this thing here. I can't do it right now. Some phones will give you run over when you're looking at a title, right? So this is a phone instance of Whatnot. Okay, if you go into a show and I can't bring this through the screen, so you got to change. Look at the top screen. If you go into a show, a live show that's going on, or something that's going to be coming up, if you have a super long title like this one here, you got the dot dot dot. You have the dot 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 there. That's a super long title. It doesn't show up on a phone, but this one here next to it does. Loungefly and Moat surprise set that shows up on the screen. This one here, short and sweet. This one here, dot dot dot. Too much for the character space of the phone. Okay, so you've got to decide how you what is your biggest attribute? Are you doing low starts? Are you doing something that's unique? You want to put that to the forefront of your item in addition to using the tags in the show. So if you go into a show and you edit your show, you're going to want to make sure that you're using these tags, the show tags. Okay. You get to use 3 of them. You want to search for a category. I'm always putting dollar starts. I run things at $1. I'm not telling you that you have to, but if you start to do that, you want to do that because people will search dollar starts and they want to go into those rooms. And then I got accessories like charms, what have you, and I'm doing mid tier. All right. But I can search this for anything. You know, if it sometimes they're in there, sometimes they're not. Let's say I take off accessories and I want to add one. It is search for it. Let's say is coach in there? So nope, no coach. But is I don't know, is handbag in there? So you type in hand, nothing comes up, handmade. Okay. So just find something that's the closest to the relevance of it because the tags are what are below in the hyperlinks under a these are tags. Well, this is the category, find and precious jewelry. But the tags are algorithm centric where if someone searches for mid tier or accessories, it'll bring up everything associated with it. The tags are highly used under women's contemporary. If I switch this to women's contemporary for the category, which some people are in, so I take this to is it right there now? If I go to women's contemporary and then I go down to my tags, it gives you the brand specific. So if you want to say you've got Coach, oops, you want to say you got Coach, fill it in. You got Coach. That's the brand that you're going to be primarily running, right? And then your tags will give you more of a fashion forward tag versus the mid range tier does. Does that make sense, guys? So I've played around with this. I've gone under instead of mid-range bags. I've gone under women's contemporary and had my bags gunning, and I'll change the title to Coach Blowout or Purses Galore or something catchy. And if you have ChatGPT will help you do that as well too. They'll help you with those scenarios. Any questions on that? Brand, item, description, etc. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Because the best thing to do is think of how you would search for something that you're looking for. If you're looking for, I don't know, this this scanner, you're going to search for barcode scanner. And then you may want to put the brand on because who cares what the brand is as long as it scans a barcode. Think of how you would search and what most people would search for. That's the first couple words you want to use. And if you're using Google Lens to identify your item, copy what comes right in the very first part of Google Lens AI because that's from the internet. So sometimes you'll run a purse show under women's contemporary. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Why do I do that? Because we are a subcategory of women's contemporary. What do you mean? Well, if I go to cancel, I'm gonna do it on the screen here. Let me cancel this first. Cancel. So if I go to whatnot and I'm searching for whatnot and I'm searching for I'm sorry, not what I go here and then I go to this is different on the phone. I'm going to see what popular is. I need to do it on this one. I'm sorry. I got so many devices. So if I go to categories and I go to popular, Women's fashion is the very first one. It has 25,000 eyeballs on it. 25,000. Okay. We are broken up. We're broken out of that into bags and accessories, right? And mid-range bags. I think bags and accessories is the new one that they've done. Okay. So we're broken out of this category with 3,900 people viewing it. Okay. If I go up into here, women's fashion, this gives me all of the breakdown. Damsel Fly, welcome in, girl. Thank you, thank you. This gives me all of the subcategories from women's fashion. So bags and accessory, that's us. Well, when I say us, I mean that's the people that are here with Jerry's Train. You've got women's vintage clothing, right? So instead of just siloing yourself to 3,900 views, 3,900 eyeballs, why not open your sphere to 25,000 and then narrow it down with your title? You follow me? So yes, I have done that, and I've done that on the rate train. I told Jerry, I'm like, I'm putting myself in women's contemporary. He's like, I don't care, do what you got to do. But it's still coming over because we're rating into one another. But it lets them see something different in that women's contemporary that they may not have seen just clothing only. So open yourself up to different eyeballs, guys, and you really gotta this is your business, and we're giving you tips and tricks to do, but this is the top category for all women's fashion. Purses are women's fashion. Everything is women's fashion. Beauty, skincare, all that stuff is these are what they call subcategories, okay? So think outside the box, show yourself to be different. If you're doing women's shoes, you only get 433 viewers right now. But what if someone was in women's contemporary and they said, I want to see some shoes, and they saw your thumbnail? It says, dollar starts on women's shoes. Do you think they're going to stop in there? Yeah, they'll stop in there. Okay. So keep that in mind. All right. Did we answer that question? Easy way to figure out your darn bin. I get lost and can't find anything in a hurry. Okay. So this is the show I'm on. I'm streaming. So, are you talking? Are you a super user? You're a phone user. You do it on your phone? You're very welcome.
We have another question that's tied into the bin thing.
Okay. So, if you use your stuff on your phone, I'm on. Let's see. I'm gonna pull this back to give you a little bit more clarity here. Okay. So, if you're using your stuff from your phone and you're running your show from your phone, and I don't, so bear with me because I got to figure it out. So, you're always gonna go into your bin, which is over here. If you're looking for something, you're gonna need to know as the host and what you really listed your items for. If you don't, you just be trial and error. But I'm looking for a Pokemon card. I'm not gonna scroll up on that bad boy. I'm just gonna go over here and put P-O-K, and then it's gonna give me everything with. Oops, what happened there? Let's go back. I'm just gonna quick search for it on POK, and it's going to give me. Why did it do that again? What's going on here? Let's just do Pokemon. All right, now don't move. Don't move. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. So then it'll give me everything that comes up with my listings, and if I'm like, oh, that's what I wanted that one right there. Um, that one's pinned. I want to unpin that. Perfect. If I wanted to run this one, I'm like, oh, great, there it is. Click it, pin it, ready to go. If I'm looking for, and then let's say I'm like, I type in Pokemon there, and I'm like, it's not there. Well, is it under auction? You don't got to retype anything. If anything's under auction, that Pokemon stays there. You can just hit the next tab. Okay. But let's do an example of, I don't know, Coach. Okay. So here's my Coach in the auction tab. Well, oh, I don't see anything. Up, there's nothing there. So either I now you know it's not listed, or it's in the inactive tab. You want to go on your computer to look at it, or go from there. That is the fastest way to cipher through your bin. I'm a fast mover in array trains, and I have to move quick, and I can find everything, find anything. So yeah, if that's if that's your goal, is keeping the pace, which is important. Um, Either number them and do whatever you got to do to run it through there. Are we satisfied with that answer?
So the other one,
Search bar is your friend.
another one that's kind of tied into the bin is, should you just leave your shop open so that there can be purchases while you're not in a show, or how do you do that?
Yeah, if you want items to be okay, that's it's a tricky one. Okay, if you want your items to be available in the marketplace to buy, that would be under the buy now in the auction, but it's your marketplace outside of you being in a sale. You've got to decide how you want to do this, because everything will be in your buy now side when you do an auction, because your listing setup is different. All of my listing setups here are auction. I got this as a buy now, okay? So these are available to purchase outside of my auction. Okay. Well, actually, no, that's not true. Um, because I think I have them reserved for auction. No, no, yeah. So they're available to buy outside of my auction because I don't have reserved for auction checked. Okay. So if you do buy now, then you set your price. Don't set reserve for auction. Reserving for an auction means it cannot be purchased during outside of your auction. If someone sees something that they like, the system is going to give them a little QR code that they can do, and it's going to say reserved, or it's going to say this like starts. It'll give you the start date of the auction. But if you want it to be available to buy while you're not live, you're silent salesperson. Yes, click it for buy now and go from there. Just remember, when you go live, these items will follow you. They're just gonna be under your buy now section of your let's go here. They're gonna be under the buy now section of your uh show. Oh, it didn't open that in the window there. That's weird. Okay. That's weird. Okay, let's close it out. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. So it'll be in my buy now section on this on the auction, and I'm just gonna type in Apple, and I would have to hit the options of the item and then run as an auction. So you can have 100% of your marketplace available to purchase while you're not live. Just know when you go live, you're not going to be looking under the auction tab. You're going to be looking under the buy now tab, and you're going to have to hit run as auction on all your items. Thank you, Envious. I didn't see you come in, guys. Envious Deals. Go give her a follow. You want bundles. Go give her a follow. She's awesome. Thank you, Envious, for coming in.
You ready for that?
Yes.
The other one deals with show notes.
Okay.
What are things you shouldn't say in your show notes?
Shouldn't say?
That's what it said.
I don't know how to answer that.
What would you recommend putting in your show notes?
Recommend what you want your show to be about. Do I have notes? So like this for all of my seller support shows, I have my disclaimer of here, like the views of the show notes are my own and based on my personal understanding of Whatnot's policies and seller resources. This is not legal advice or official Whatnot support. I am not affiliated with or endorsed by Whatnot. So that pretty much covers my butt for anything I tell you my opinion of. You can't say Whatnot, hey, Ultra Authentic said XYZ. Well, I just told you this is what it is. Okay. You want to keep your show notes pretty short and sweet. Guys, people in America, we don't read anything anymore. Okay. We don't read. So if we do read, it's got to be short, which is sad, but it's true, right? Our attention span is gone to like nothing. So just make it short and sweet. If you want to welcome an in, thank you for stopping by. Here's what I'm running. Here's what I'm doing. And I like to read, right, Cam? Just keep it short and sweet. Put in there. You can reiterate what's not terms of policy, which in my opinion really doesn't do anything. No cancellations, as is, all that kind of stuff. You can do that. That way, if anything happens, you can say, "Hey, it was in my show notes." So, show of hands, how many of you, when you go into a show, read the show notes? Give me a yes if you do. Give me a no if you don't. Be honest. One no out of all them yeses. Come on, y'all. Be honest. Let's go. Let's go.
Sometimes I think is the answer, really. Sometimes.
Okay. I don't. I go on a show. I know the terms of service, what I can do, what I can't do. They're not going to tell me much difference from what I see on screen. It's etiquette. You don't want to go into a room and be obnoxious and be rude. You don't want to go in there and be like, disruptive of the auction, right? Those are just common etiquette items. I know when I swipe, I'm an owner. I know that if I don't see a call out or I ignore a call out because my dog jumped on me, that's on me. That's not on the seller. So I know those things. Granted, a lot of people don't, and a lot of people are coming new to the show, but if they didn't read Whatnot's seller resources or buyer resources, what makes you think they're going to read your show notes? So there you go. But keep it short and sweet. Keep it short and sweet. On my regular show, this is what I have in my regular show. They're little bullet points. Upcoming show. Where's my regular show? Notes. I got no notes in there. Well, here they are. Oh, wait. That's not right. Hold on. That's a bad example. Let's close this one out. Let's go to open show and notes. So these are mine. Auction terms of notes or auction terms of, you can't see that. I got it. So mine and my other shows are little bullet points, and you really can't see it that well, but it gives you the auction terms and notes. All items are sold as is. All sales are considered final. All items are sold as is. Blah 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 blah. Condition of each item will be listed. So I have a pretty lengthy one, but they're bullet pointed for that they can just jump to and see what it is. But I just put this in here because it was already there, and you guys know that you can click this button on all your shows and your previous show notes will pop in, right?
They save it.
Import. See how it is covered? Import last notes. So if you click that icon on your show, you create a new show, and you have your last show notes that were put in there. It will automatically put your show notes in. You don't got to keep pasting them in there. Yeah. So my last show notes, I got to put this into the Jerry show. So I'm gonna copy this. All right. And then I'm going to go back out and go into the St. Patrick's Day because the show note that I last had was for a different show I did. So if you ever edit your show notes, the last show note that you put in is what that's going to be saved. Okay. So now I posted that and it saved it. If I were to go back in and delete this, don't do me wrong, Whatnot. It should automatically post what I just put in there, and it didn't. So I storage. Yeah, it did before. Maybe I got to run one. I think it's the last show notes of the show that you run. Okay, so put it in once, run your show. From there on, you wanted to change your show notes, but I do change my show notes for different categories that I go into. Okay, and we should be good with that.
Someone says, but not if you create notes from phone, only from computer.
Correct. That little tab is not there on the phone. That's why I tell you, you have more power, more command, more control doing it from your computer. And it's just like shipping. I had a person call me the other day and saying, "Hey, how do I reprint a ticket that a label that I messed the weight up on?" And I showed her how I do it on my computer. She's like, "I don't see any of that." I'm like, "Are you on your app or your phone?" She's like, "On the phone." I'm like, "Well, there's a problem." So, guys, if you do shipping from a computer. Please do shipping from a computer. Way easier. Way easier. Okay, saving the time here. So, what's next? What we got next?
Don't forget, you still need time to go over the rules.
Yeah, I still need some time to give you guys the rules of Jerry's show. Maybe I should Kim, should I do that right now? Should I go over the rules and then we'll hit like shipping because I got 35% of people that want shipping information. Might as well. Okay. All right, guys. So let me stop sharing. Um, Stop sharing. All right. So what I'm going to pull up here, guys, are going to be.
How many people do you have in here that's gonna be in the raid train?
Yeah, how many people are in the raid train that Jerry's putting on? How many people are currently in the raid train?
Kim says, or wannabe.
Or wannabe, yeah. Give me a yes, no, maybe so.
Why for the future? Maybe. Yes. I'd love to be in one.
Okay. All right. So these are the 10 rules that we have for any newcomer coming on, as well as any seasoned person coming on. And Kim can discern if it applies to you or not on a one-on-one basis. Okay. So guys, this if you disagree with something or you're unsure with something, don't air it here. Air it to Kim, and Kim will get back with you. Okay. So the first one we have is Jerry does not want no personal, regular scheduled shows during the raid train from start to finish. You can have a show before raid train starts and after, meaning if we've got a raid train from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., and you come on at 12 p.m. and you end at 1 p.m., we're asking that you do not go back on live personally for yourself until 10:01. Or actually, it'll be 10:11. So till 11 o'clock, until the raid train ends. Okay? Second, must be a minimum of 2 buyers giveaways. He wants the sellers to have a minimum of 2 buyers giveaways. No followers or raid givers. Why do we want to do that? Well, if you go look at my profile, I gave away a crap ton of stuff to someone as a follower, and they gave me a 1 star saying that they didn't receive it. And you can't leave you can't leave a review until you receive it. So I'm done. No more followers giveaways. And it's a protection for yourself, and you want this to influence buyers to buy something from you. Okay? You want buyers, not followers. You want buyers, not followers. Okay? 3, must list each item with one picture, and each listing must be numbered. Why do we want them numbered, and why do we want a photo? One is going to help you to be faster in shipping at the back end because you're going to see the item that was sold. And two, when our mods are modding with you and with your mods, the raid trainers can come in and say, let me see 35, let me see 32, let me see 22. And they can put those in a chronological order as to how they come in. And then all you need to do is look at your mods lineup and go ahead and pull those items. It makes it go faster. Okay. Number 4, each seller is expected to have a minimum of 10 items they can start at $1. Now, does that mean you got to run all 10 in the beginning of your show? No, you got to have at least 10 items at $1. Okay. Yeah, and plus you only have an hour, so when that's not a lot of items for that 1 hour. Okay, so We're not saying you got to have 10, and this, make sure we're reading this properly. We're not saying you got to have 10 Coach purses at $1. We're saying you got to have 10 items that you can start at $1. Okay. Uh, you're encouraged to sell anything and everything. You are not limited to just selling purses. So, Shop Madam has a bunch of different stuff. We're incorporating that into our shows. I have purses and other items. I have accessories, is all that kind of stuff. Twillies. You do not have to just be on the purses. Even though we're in the mid-range category, again, you list yourself under women's all women's fashion. You can sell clothes, you can sell shoes, you can sell anything. And that's your eyeballs on your show. Okay. 6, you can have your own moderators, yet it is required for you to also add either Kim7972 or Gigi Han as a moderator to your Rate Train show. Why do we want to do that? Kim and Gigi are extremely experienced in doing lineups, everything else to help your mod. If your mod does not need help, they're not gonna jump in. They are gonna be there in case we need to support you more in your show. If your mod is busy or you don't have a mod, you can definitely just have Kim and Gigi in there. But it is to actually help you push through all of the BS in the chat and just strictly watch them. So many sellers slow themselves down by reading the chat. That's a chat between one another on the chat, and then they get thrown off because they forget what they're trying to do and what they're going to be running next. Let your moderators help you run a successfully fast show. And that's what Gigi and Kim do. And if your moderator does that, again, they will be second chair to your moderator. They're not going to be coming in and, bullying people around. It is to help in case your mod, if they see something that your mod it has missed, they will then chime in and go from there.
To help you be more effective.
More effective, okay? Maybe. All right. And if you have any questions or concerns, oh, why can't I highlight now? Any questions or concerns must be sent to Kim or Gigi. And Kim is going to post this in the chats for you guys. Will have her information. If not, you guys can actually just go ahead and put them in now, which is at Kim7972. And you can either write them down or whatever you want to do, to however you're going to remember to contact them. Okay. Um, Sellers are required to DM the direct message the admin Kim79727. I had that backwards. So her actual handle, your phone number in the event someone drops out or they need to contact you. So whoever is on the shows, direct message Kim your phone number. If you need to, she'll send you hers back. If you need to, you have a life happens and you can't make your show, that's what this is for. Then we can get alternatives or backups to fill your spot, or call seller before you. Hey, I need you to stretch it for a half hour. Call the seller after you to say, hey, I need you to come on a half hour early. Okay, that's what that's for. Yes, and Google has free numbers if you don't want to give your real phone number. Okay, but she's not going to spam you. She's not going to sell your number and like that. So it's up to you. And if you give that number and you don't have access to that number, it's a useless number. Just to let you know. Okay. Um, New raiders. So for new people that are coming on board, are required to attend our Raid Train Seller Support, which you're in right now, hosted by Ultra Authentic, before they are allowed to come on board. They'll come on board. Okay. So if you are new and you're thinking about, I'm gonna DM Kim and I want her to come through here, and all you need to say is like, I want to come on. I was on tonight's show with Ultra Authentic, and I went through the seller training, and I saw the rules, read the rules, understand the rules, agreed to the rules. I want to come on board. You're already qualified. Okay, if you're accepted to come on board. All raiders are expected to go live. Start your stream at least 15 minutes before your scheduled raid train. You should be selling items once live and not just waiting for the raid. So I go on 15 minutes early. I will welcome the people in. You're gonna do that twice, right? Because you're starting your show, you're welcoming them once. When the raid comes in, you're gonna welcome the people to you, introduce yourself, all that kind of stuff. But don't let those people that you've naturally acquired for you going live prior to the raid train fall off. Start selling some items. I'm not saying you got to run your $10 starts, but sell some items. Sell a Twilly. Run a Twilly. Run something. Be creative to keep those people there. You can let them know that you're waiting for a raid train. You're part of a raid train. We're gonna have a fun time here. Stick around. All that kind of stuff. You can stretch that 15 minutes out if you want to, and it's at least 15 minutes. If you want to do 10 minutes, do 10 minutes, whatever it may be. But we're not saying sell your raid train items that you have saved for the raid train. Go live, keep your people going. And we didn't put it as a rule, but it's highly, highly suggested that you promote yourself. How many people here have promoted themselves on a raid train? And let me, if you understand what I mean by promote. Okay. Have you seen a uptick of people coming into your stream and or acquiring different buyers just from that? 100%. Okay. Who here does not know how to promote themselves on the fly, live, and or prior to their show? And when I say promote, I'm not talking about spending $25. I'm talking about $5 an hour. $5 in 1 hour. How long is a raid train show? What, 1 hour and 15 minutes now, right? 1 hour and 15 minutes, right? So will you spend $7.50 to acquire more people? Let me show you how. If you don't do it prior to your raid training, you're going to do it while you're live. I know this looks like a tunnel from hell. On the right side of your dashboard, you're going to hit promote. You're going to go to promote show. It automatically gives you a preferred hourly rate. So I say hell to the no. And your preferred impressions are going to be 300 to 500 impressions per hour. Okay. You slide that all the way to the left. Now you're $5 an hour. You get 75 to 125 impressions. What do impressions mean? Impressions are how many times it's estimated that your show thumbnail is going to be in front of someone. So 75 to 125 people in 1 hour. And then you would review your details, and then you're going to keep the budget as is. It gives you a scenario of what your average duration show is. Well, I know I'm on a rate train. I'm not going to be on 2.5 hours. I'm not going to pay $12.50. It's basic math. I'm going to pay $5 for 1 hour, and 15 an hour and 15 minutes are going to be maybe paying $6, $7, something like that, right? So that's where you do it at. Now, you're like, well, I like that idea. I want to promote my whole show. Well, here, set the duration, upper right hand corner. Set the duration of your show. Last the entire show? Nah, I don't want to do the entire show, but I may want to do an hour. A half hour is the minimum that you can do. You can only do a minimum of a half hour, I believe. Oh, yeah, it can't be lower than 30 minutes. So you would just put this over here to 30 minutes, and you would apply that, and then you would review it. It tells you right here, $2.50 to do the promotion for a half hour. Okay. So what I do with my raid trains, when I jump on any raid train, I promote myself through that category. I'm promoting myself personally at $10 an hour. Okay. I get double the people within that hour. When I tell you my chat over here, it has yellow promotes, because when people come in from your promotion, they're all yellow. I have this scrolling. Now that I paid this $10, it is up to you guys. It is up to you to keep them, to to secure them. You're paying money for advertising, right? You're paying money to advertise. Now it's up to you to keep them. When you see that chat being yellow, that means you've got new customers that have never been into your show before. So what do you need to do? You need to step up your energy, step up your game, and welcome them in. Hey, welcome in. You guys came in for my promotion. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We're doing dollar starts. We're doing $5 starts. We're doing a raid train. We're doing whatever. Acknowledge them for coming in. Okay, even though they don't know that they came in from a promoted site for on your side, they just know. And it's exactly right. Tech. What about you? You're awesome, girl. You're awesome. Um, so just acknowledge them. Acknowledge all the people that come into your rooms because it makes a difference. How do you feel if you came into Ultra Authentic Show and I knew you were a part of the raid train, but I don't know you. I've never purchased from you. You never purchased from me. But I'm like, hey, that name looks familiar. And I'm like, hey, what's up? One About Smiles. How you doing? Does that make you feel like, wow, this person really is paying attention to his business? Those small things add up, guys. They really, really do. They add up. So try to be coherent and seeing what people are coming in, and your mods also. If you have your normal mods that are with you all the time, like Darla, my mod, she's like always saying, "Hey, what's going on? Welcome back in," or whatever. She knows who our main customers are, and Shop Madam does the same thing. So try to, if your mod is not doing that, your main mod that you have, try to tell them, hey, try to get when you see someone that come in the room before, just acknowledge them. It makes a world of difference. A world of difference.
Do you want to also show that they don't have to do the whole, if they want to cut it down from an hour to maybe 40 minutes or 2 hours,
On what?
that you can turn it off?
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. So let's say on this here, Shotman brought up a good point. So let's say you have this for the entire show. Okay. Oh, let's say you set your promotion for the entire show and you're seeing, well, the numbers really aren't coming in. I'm not really getting anyone coming in. You don't have to keep it going the entire show. You can stop it at any time. Um, let's do this. I'm going to cut this down to 5. Review the details. Keep it as is. Start your promotion. Now I'm promoting this show right now. In a little bit, you're gonna see this turn yellow. That means that's when it's live, okay? So when this turns yellow, my chat just reset over here. This should be going yellow any minute. Okay, is it gonna go live? There it is. Sponsored. Now I'm sponsoring myself. This turns yellow. Now, if anyone comes in yellow in the front here, they're coming in from a promoted show.
You just got a tip.
Thank you so much. Is it
Stacy's.
Stacy's chest? Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So I'm gonna let this run. It may not be that successful because I'm in the community. I'm under the community category, and not many people are looking for shows really in the community category. But that's how it would be. All right, someone will come in. This will be yellow your entire show, and I'm saying, oh, you know what? This I don't want to spend $5 an hour. I'm at $10, $15 an hour. It's not working. All you do is go back into promote. There it is, right there. Boom, promote it. This person came in on a promoted. You get it? You see it? Okay. So hello, joined Wave via promoted. That's giving you a key that you want to say, and I can't because my screen I reduced it so much. Who is this? So welcome in, Brantley. Appreciate you stopping by to the community show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So that's what you're gonna want to do. Now, let's say it's not working. You're like, I'm not getting anybody. I'm not doing it. Then you can end it right here. Go to end. And did we get anybody else in? No, we're gonna end it. So we're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit end promotion. And I'm live right now. This is on the fly. Okay. End promotion. Promotion deleted. I stopped being yellow. I'm done. Okay. So let's say you're a streamer and you're doing your own show outside of a raid train, and you are normally do 3.5 hour shows. You can promote the first half of the show to get the people in the room. I do that at like $20 an hour to get a mass of people in, and then I'll cut it off after like maybe 15, 20 minutes. And then mid show, if I don't see the numbers are holding, I'll go back in and hit it again at $10 an hour for maybe 30 minutes to an hour. Okay. Break it up, guys. Break it up. That's how you can sustain more people into your room, by just paying that extra few dollars to have them come through and say, hey, oh, I saw you there, I'm going to go in there. Everyone asks, how do I get more people in my room? Well, you got to market. How do you get people to your garage sale?
Advertise.
Advertise. Put a sign on the corners, right? You don't just open a garage and say, okay, it's for sale. You got to go put some signs out. Direct them your way. That's what this is doing. It's directing them your way. Okay.
Curate it. How do you keep them in besides welcoming them and being yourself?
Well, obviously, everyone's the guy coming in is not going to be what you're looking for. They may be looking for something specific, but remember, you're advertising in your category. So if they found you in that category, they're looking for something in that category. You just got to have it. You've got to be able to sell them to what they want. Sometimes you got to spend money to make money. Exactly right. And we're talking pennies, guys, pennies. Put it to you this way: since Jerry said no rate, no giveaways, what do you guys pay on a giveaway? A minimum of $4 for shipping, $4 to $5 for shipping, right? If it's not a Twilly, let's say it's not a Twilly, let's say it's something else. You're just going to spend a minimum of $4 to $5 just in shipping, plus the item. I'm saying for an hour of one shipment, you can get in front of 75 to 125 eyeballs. What would you rather do? Give something away to someone that hasn't bought from you, or use that money to try to influence someone to come into your room and buy from you? Which would you rather do? All right, guys. So I just got the cue here. My boy Jerry is live. Y'all ready to go right into him? Do we have any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions?
Anything else about the rate?
Much better use of the money. Exactly right. Exactly right. What'd you say?
You said they had any other questions? Any other questions specific to the rate?
Yeah. Any other questions specific to the raid and the rules that we're going on? Anything there? I do have a question about buyers giveaways. What kind of items are we expected to give away, and can we give away gift cards? I'm going to say your buyers giveaways are going to be what you feel that you can give away, and gift cards, yes, you can give gift cards away. I think Kim has a good solution for the gift cards. You want to try to do it digital gift cards, because there is this little scam thing going on where you mail a physical card. Oh, I didn't get my gift card, and yada 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 yada. If you put in your show note, unless Jerry asks you to do something specific, exactly right, yeah. And he's not going to ask you that you got to run your $800 coach for buyers giveaway. He's not going to ask you to do that. I would say you want to let people know what you're giving away if it's a value situation, and be like, hey guys, if you want to get into the giveaway for this is my last giveaway that I'm going to be running. Stick around for it. If you bought something, great. If you haven't and you want to get into it, go in the buy it now, or you do a flash sale on something and make it to the point where you can cover the cost of your giveaway, and say, hey guys, get in there for $5, $7, $8, $10, whatever, and you'll get a chance to win this and go from there. Or send the redemption code via message, then send the card. There you go. So you've got people that have already done that. I used to do Starbucks gift cards until I got that. I didn't get the card. I'm like, dude, whatever. So yeah, that would be my thing and I got one from Philly Flipper, and it was electronic, and he had in his show notes, DM me your email address for any buyer, any winner. It was for a giveaway. Any giveaway winner, DM me to a different account. He had a different account that he had him DM to, and says, give me your email address and say that you won a followers giveaway. He checks it with his other account, and then he sends you the email. Okay. All right, Kim. Do you have anything else? Do you want me to? Let me co-host you, and we can wrap that up. Okay.
While you're waiting, is it worth selling low price items to reach 1,000, or just ride the wave slow and steady? We just went through that.
Yeah, you can. I personally get to 1,000 is easy, but you have to. One, people are going to do it because they appreciate you and they want to help you. Okay, that's one. But two, for those that don't know you, Give them something that's of value, something that maybe costs you nothing or close to nothing, but it has a perceived value of more than what you've paid for it. A lot of people do the stickers. A lot of people mess the stickers up because they don't put them in the right category to have it be at 78 cents. One guy was like, "Hey, Jesse, come in. You're doing blah blah blah. Buy me, help me get to 1,000." I went to the stickers. I'm like, $4.78. No, I'm not paying $5 for a sticker. Keep that in mind, guys. Shipping is there too. Okay, so if you're going to do something to help people get you there, you know, give them something of value, but ride that wave. If you ride the wave, learn the app. Yeah, you're right. Go cut your teeth on 1,000 items. 1,000 items sounds like a lot. It's not. It really isn't. It's not. Um, but use that time frame, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, whatever it may be, to sell your items, depending on how often you go on. Learn that, use that time to learn the system, meet a lot of different sellers and buyers, read the seller resources when you're down. A lot of stuff out there, guys. A lot of stuff is out there that people just think, oh, it's in my phone, I'm clicking on it and go on. I see so many sellers selling luxury in mid range. You can't do that. You can't unless you're approved in luxury. You can't do that. So read the seller resources. So many people are breaking the rules, and when whatnot gets big, 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 which they are going to be kicking people off like fleas because it makes no sense to correct the bad habits that people have been doing when they can just say, you know what, we just don't need you here anymore because you are a hindrance to us because people don't want counterfeits. They don't want whatever it may be. Read those seller resources. That's what my shows are to do because I know people don't read. I'll read for you and I'll deliver that to you, but I'm still going to want you to double check and verify for yourself the information I'm telling you. Okay. So, shot madam, yes.
Another recommendation is to update your app.
Yes, this app is so volatile. Update your app all the time. Before I go live, I always check my Apple Store, see if there's a new app update for it because this thing can be glitchy. So if you go live a lot, check your check for updates on the app and update that bad boy.
The school community is up.
Oh, the Skull community is up.
Yeah.
So we also have we're coming out with a school community where we're doing these seller support resources on Skull. We gave away a bunch of those the last stream for that. If you guys are interested in learning more about sourcing, about all kinds of different aspects of selling, DM me. I'll send you the link for that, and you guys can come over. It'll be free for a little bit, but after that, it's going to be a small minimum monthly charge for that. But it's going to be hot, hot, hot items that I am ungating for everyone else.
Because you did 10 last time.
Yeah, we gave away 10 last time. For what? You mean what is it? What is the? I'm confused. Here, let me just show you what this is here.
The skull. They just said they missed what you were talking about.
This is the thumbnail that I made for it right there. Okay. So it's real playbooks, live breakdowns of AI systems, how to use ChatGPT, how to use all different things to create thumbnails, how to do sourcing. How I've given away, I don't know, mad resources of how to source on here for free. And to get the golden, it ain't gonna be free, but we will talk about it, and it's minimum, okay? It's minimum, and we're not looking to get rich off this. It is that I've collected a lot of data and we got other sellers that are going to be coming in and participating with this as well and doing a whole masterclass to people of saying this is where we are, this is what you want to do, you should go into this funnel, look at those courses, look at that stuff there, and it's all at your pace. Everything is recorded, it is done, and you just go at your pace. But we will be getting that out the next show, next Tuesday. We will be hitting all that live, and then we do weekly um, what do you call those, Eric? Weekly what? Weekly huddles to the members of what's going on, what's new, what they can do differently, what they can do to push themselves out through whatnot and any other platform that they're on. Okay. That's right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we are doing. If you're in Arizona, we are hosting a seller meetup with Whatnot. Well, a seller meetup on Whatnot. Whatnot is not hosting it. Whatnot will not be there. But we are doing a seller meetup in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, on March 7th. So if you are in Arizona, stop on by. Go to the seller meetup. Go to meetups.whatnot. Go to meetups.whatnot.com, hit Ultra Authentic. You'll be able to RSVP through the site, and then Whatnot will send you the actual particulars of the location and go from there. Okay. So if you know someone in Arizona and you're like, hey, you should go mingle with some other sellers, send that link to them, tell them about it. It's doesn't cost them anything to come. It's free, and you're gonna meet a lot of different sellers. I went to one, and this is my first one that I'm hosting, so it's gonna be a fun time, fun time. Okay. Kim, I'm just gonna bring you on real quick. Let me bring you on. Invite the co-host. Kim's gonna close us out, guys. Hey.
I'm crazy, ladies. See me? I look good. Hey, y'all. Um, this was very informative. I hope you guys learned a few things. Um, I wanted to say the rules that Jesse just went through. A few of them you might be like, I don't know if I can do that. Oh, I don't know if I can do that. Send me a message. We'll talk.
Mhm.
We'll figure it out. The rules is the rules, but the rules ain't the rules
They can
sometimes.
stretch. They can
Just
stretch.
send me a
Yeah.
message. We'll figure it out. But I wanted you guys to know that we are truly thankful that you guys showed up. I'm truly thankful. I didn't think this many people would have come. I appreciate it. Um, and it's all for your benefit. It's all for our benefit as a whole. We don't just, we ain't holy rollers. We ain't, we just want to help everybody get. No, we just want to help everybody be successful in their business. Not yours, not mine, not yours. You know what I mean? Yours, not mine, yours. Um, but that's it. We just want to help everybody to get to. We all trying to get to that spot, and we can all get there. Ooh, GP. Woo. All right, guys. See y'all later. Have fun. I guess we're going to Ray. Jerry, is he still on?
We're
I don't
gonna
know.
raid Jerry,
But
but
thank you guys.
I'm gonna
Make
give
sure
a
you
purse
guys
away.
message me.
We're gonna give a purse away tonight, guys, for you guys being here. Ready? We're gonna pull it. We're pulling it. This for this Twilly. Kelly
Damn it, I was
says,
too late.
"You right? Can you write that one down? Let's put teal on that one." All right, guys. We're gonna do one purse. Actually, yeah, we're gonna do one purse for the people that bought some things from us. We that bought the recordings of the show. So we're gonna do that, and this is the parcel right here. You got it right there. It's gonna be brand new, wrapped and sealed. All right. You've got a little holder of such right there. But this is gonna be the buyer's giveaway, guys. Thank you for purchasing those recordings. We're gonna get those out to you. And get in there, buyers who are still here, the buyers that bought. We are doing this. Let's go in five, four, three. When should I pull it, Gigi? When should I pull it?
Jerry just got in. That was good. Get in there, buyers. Get in
All
there.
right, we're going. We're pulling it.
Pulling it now. Exit.
Xbridge, congratulations, Xbridge. Thank you. You've got it there, and what we're gonna do? It's on the fly here, guys. On the fly. You guys ready? One more for everybody. Let's go. One more, just like this, for everybody. Who wants it? Who wants it? Who wants it? Who wants it?
Get in.
So now, while everyone's in here, this one let you guys know. We were at 22 people. I saw the room drop.
Yep.
And after we talked about everything else, they felt that I was winding down, right? So now those that left are missing out because they didn't stay in. Now you may know the people that have left, and you may be like, "Dude, you left too early because he was giving shit away." That's what you want to start with your show. You want those kind of rumors to start spreading and going around, and people noticing that and be like, wait a second. So he had him loaded, and y'all could have saw that I had him loaded if you went to the giveaway tab to see how many I had loaded, right? Okay. Use that kind of mentality, guys, because I don't load stuff just to load it. Boom. Let's go.
Damn it, this slow
Correct.
roll.
There you go. There you go. So, guys, welcome aboard for those that are new to doing the raid trains. I hope that you guys this was informative to you guys. We do that. I do this every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Mountain Central Standard Time. I'm in Arizona. Um, if we need to up the time for those that are on the East Coast that are doing their raid trains and they may want to come on, let Kim know when you're asking them to be a part of the raid train, and I'll adjust my schedule to accommodate that as well too. Okay, guys. So stay on it, and guess who we're gonna raid? Y'all want to know who we're gonna raid? I think I can raid with you still on. I'm not sure, but we're gonna try it. So we're gonna raid over to Jerry's Treasures, guys.
Okay.
Fun guy. Big heart. There he is right there. And guys, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Welcome aboard, new raiders, and we will see you when we see you. Most importantly, be nice to one another. We can do that. If we love this community because it's so nice, let's do it outside of the community and do it in your personal community, okay? Guys, take care. Appreciate you. And let's go give Jerry a rate. Guys, go put in there WTF or some shit emojis and let's get Jerry going, okay? Take care, guys.